Shedeur Sanders to Hunter for the touchdown that crowns Cleveland. Every snap, every drive, every moment that makes the game. This is SportsCenter.
Welcome to your Cleveland Browns recap. Coming off a dominant Week 15 victory that keeps their undefeated streak alive. The Browns continue to build on their title defense season with a commanding win over the Vikings at home. The Browns took control early and never looked back, shutting down Minnesota 24-8. Quarterback Shedeur Sanders was sharp, completing 17 of 22 passes for 183 yards and 2 touchdowns, while running back Raheem Sanders powered the ground game with 177 yards and a score on 20 carries. Defensively, Mike Hall Jr. wreaked havoc with 2 sacks and 5 tackles, helping Cleveland hold the Vikings to just 1 touchdown. The offense was balanced and efficient, with multiple weapons contributing, including Travis Hunter and Tyler Scott, who both found the end zone. What do you think was the key to your victory today against the Vikings?
Hey Angie, we executed our game plan really well and played tough defense.
Raheem Sanders had a big game on the ground. How important was his performance for the team's success?
Yeah, Angie, Raheem carried us today, and his hard runs opened up opportunities for us in the passing game.
Jenny here with this week's MVP ranking. At 5, Jackson Dart from the New York Giants, holding steady from last week. At 4, Bo Nix stays in the mix with 29 scores, holding steady from last week. At 3, Brock Purdy keeps climbing, holding steady from last week. At 2, Darren Pearman is right there with 3,593 yards through the air, holding steady from last week. And number 1 this week, and my player of the week, is Shedeur Sanders from the Cleveland Browns, leading the race with 58 touchdown passes and keeping it clean.
What a game last night. Browns took down the Vikings 24-8. Coach, your thoughts?
Solid performance all around, Angela. Shedeur Sanders was on fire again, moving the ball like a seasoned vet.
Absolutely. And what about Mike Hall Jr.? He's becoming a defensive powerhouse.
No doubt, he's been a game changer. But the real news, W.R. Tyler Scott just got extended, giving us more firepower.
In injury news, the Browns continue to manage long-term absences with Quinton Judkins and Mike Tucker both sidelined for 8 weeks, and Rudy Sims out for the season. On the roster front, the Browns locked in key pieces with contract extensions for Tyler Scott, Brennan Jackson, Darryl Swain, and Travis Hunter, reinforcing their core as they push toward the playoffs. With this win, Cleveland remains perfect at 14-0 and firmly atop the AFC North. They hold a clear lead over the Ravens, who sit at 10-4, and have effectively clinched the division with just 3 games left. This dominant stretch keeps the Browns in the driver's seat for playoff seeding and home field advantage throughout the postseason. Highlight reels tonight featured Shedeur Sanders' pinpoint accuracy and Raheem Sanders' explosive runs, including a 37-yard touchdown dash. Defensively, Mike Hall Jr.'s relentless pass rush disrupted the Vikings repeatedly, setting the tone for the Browns' all-around performance. Next week brings a huge showdown on the road against the Green Bay Packers, a 10-4 squad hungry to slow Cleveland's perfect run. The Browns will look to keep their momentum despite key injuries, while Shedeur Sanders and the offense aim to continue their hot streak against a tough defense. This matchup is a crucial test as the Browns eye playoff seeding and a potential division clinch. That's the Browns with their eyes on a monumental game next week against Green Bay, carrying the weight of playoff seeding pressure, injury challenges, and a hot offense led by Shedeur Sanders. Stay tuned, the journey to a championship repeat is heating up. Keep an eye on the roster note too. W.R. Tyler Scott extended by Browns, new. See you next week for a season swing showdown with Browns.